Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. I got some new parts in today, and all you need to do to make this change is about 140 bucks, 2 part numbers, a website, and a 4mm Allen key. Inside this box should be my new parts in shiny red, or deep red metallic as they are officially called. And I will link the part numbers in the description of this video. You can order them from any Yamaha dealer. You can order these anywhere that sells Yamaha parts. The trick is they're not stocked. The dealer or online store or online dealer will order these from Yamaha, so there's about a week delay between the time they get them and then they ship them to you. So you can just shop around and get the best price. I got them from partshark.com. Just happen to have the best price. But it makes no difference as far as time or availability where you get them from. Just price. Normal Yamaha parts. And let me explain why you can even get them and why they exist. Most bikes in the world, when they come off the assembly line, every year the model is the model, and it's sold the same everywhere around the world. The only difference may be the name of it due to copyright laws in a particular country, but color-wise they generally stay the same. Ta-da! Oh, that's gorgeous! Yes, sir! Alright. The FJR is fairly unique. For whatever reasons, I still don't know why they bother doing this, they produce 3 to 6 versions of the FJR around the world every year. They have at least 3 country versions. The US is different from everybody else. Canada is different from everybody else. And then you have the rest of the world. Sometimes they are completely different colors. And sometimes they're just a mix of different accent parts, like these guys here. For example, last year, or this current year, but the new 2015s are already announced. This bike here is a US version 2014. If you're in Canada, you get a black bike. You don't have red as an option. The rest of the world got the red bike with these red accent parts, which I think look absolutely fantastic and just really tie it in. I don't mind the silver, don't get me wrong, but I think these look a hell of a lot better, and for 140 bucks for the pair, that's pretty much a no-brainer to me. I do wish they also had this silver piece under the tank available in red. Maybe they will sometime in the future, and you know, I'll look into picking that up. But that's what they do. I'm going to set these aside here and start taking the old ones off. Now, it's not just big pieces like that. Other pieces are different year to year and version to version too. For example, this has a lot of flat black pieces on it. You can also get these, depending on the year and country code, in gloss black or body color. So you can mix and match stuff like this trim here. This is all flat black. For 2015, this panel is gloss black. The stock factory luggage rack, which in mine was red, also comes in gloss black and other colors depending on the year. They have different bags available. They have what are called city bags that are slightly smaller if you do a lot of filtering through traffic. They have, like I said, different colors of this here. You can get this in black and I believe both gloss and flat at this time. So there's just tons of different combinations of stuff you can order. But I think just changing these out will go a long, long way. Alright, I gotta pop the seat off. Now you saw me do this before. This is no big deal at all to remove these panels. I did it in one of my videos. Which one was that? I think it was the throttle body one. No, I don't. Man, you know, I just can't remember. But I did pop these off once or twice before. these lamb seats off. Absolutely love these guys. The wife and I have done hundreds and hundreds of miles for hours on these things, and they're absolutely fantastic. Absolutely recommend them to anybody. Under 400 bucks a set. You can't touch that deal. Can't touch it. Let's get the drivers off. So comfy. You know, some people say that the seats have to break in or they get better. At least, speaking about these seats, they haven't changed a bit. They are just as comfy as the first day. Haven't gotten worse, haven't gotten better. They're just great from the start. Here again, you can see all my stuff packed for what I carry, and check out my video on what to pack on a motorcycle. Tons and tons of tips in there. All right, now to take this panel off, we just have a few fasteners. We're going to use our 4mm on the two fasteners here, one on each side. And we've got these two. I need to get a Phillips. These are just quick release plastic here. And then it just kind of wiggles out of place. Let me take these off first. Then I'll go grab a Phillips real quick. I was really shocked at how inexpensive these are. Normally, plastic panels, any plastic panels, are ridiculously expensive. For example, this plastic panel here, this one piece, is over $200. And these were just under 70 each. There's just a little bit of shipping in there. So, really a phenomenal deal. Plus, they come with these decals put in. You don't have to transfer them or buy new ones or anything like that. They're just good to go. So I was really happy about that deal. If it was significantly more, if these were, you know, 150 bucks each or something like that, which still wouldn't have been that bad considering this one's over 200, I probably wouldn't have done it. It was just cheap enough where it was easy to pull the trigger, you know what I mean? But everybody's going to have their own magic line for where that deal or no deal is. All right, let's grab a screwdriver. My disorganized tool room, oh, it just keeps filling up. Let me see. There we go. I am just about to start parking the car in the driveway. Let me tell you, it's I mean, I got enough room obviously where I park the bike, but it's just kind of a pain in the butt to move things around and have to dance around in the garage. And since this is kind of a work vehicle, it's not like my last one where I had a really nice car and I really cared about it. This is just a Kia Soul. I paid 15 grand for it. I mean, it's a great car and it's in great condition. It's not like I abuse it or anything, but parking it out here under the shade, under the tree, it's really not that big of a deal. It's only in the sun a couple hours a day, as you saw from my test video and getting my gauges to fail. Alright, so we pull the bottom. Is it just a snap ring thing under there? And I'm going to gently pry this down and away. Gently wiggle this out of place. Come on, panel. Be a little tricky. Oh, you know what? Forgot about one fastener. My bad. There's one right underneath where the bag attaches. Let me set these guys down here. Goes to show you, never force anything. It's okay to wiggle it a little bit. Never force anything. There we go. Last fastener out, and voila. One loose silver panel. Now this side goes in a little bit easier than the left side, just because you don't have that grab handle. That just requires a little bit more finesse to get back into place. This side just drops right back in. I'll leave those there. And here you can see your rear brake reservoir and all your lines and your booster, all that kind of good stuff. So we're just gonna slide this into place carefully. Now there's two little lips you'll see under here, and you just want to make sure that this slides in between them. It's kind of like a half slot. It's just to align it, keep it tight. I'm going to pull this gently back. Tons of flex in these plastic parts. You don't have to worry about breaking anything when you do this kind of stuff. Okay, and we just push the bottom here to get this rubber piece back in line. Put back our snap fasteners, our quick connects. You just make sure that the top is popped out, put it into place, slide the whole thing in, push the center, and that's all you do. Super quick and easy. Unless you have big hands. Get in there. Yep. See, with big hands, you tend to want to push it closed early. There we go. And the last one. Make sure we're popped out. Push it in. Pop, and done. Now we put the bolt back in. Oh, that looks gorgeous. It's going to look even better when I get everything back together. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. And we'll see the end result. Over here on the left, the only difference is there's one additional hex nut, or hex bolt, underneath this grab handle. So just take that out, and then you got the normal 4 push pins and 1 regular silver bolt there. And then we can take this side off. Make sure you don't lose this bushing. It may come out with the bolt. And just be careful when you bend this around the grab handle. You can kind of flex it a little bit as you clear that corner. And that's it. And there we go. All right, let's get the seats and bags back on. So how many of you ride, if you have an FJR or any bike with removable bags, with them off? I do it sometimes, but not that often. I do like the looks of it with the bags off, but when I go somewhere, I'm usually stopping somewhere, and I like to put my helmet in the bag, and sometimes my jacket. So I find them extremely useful, and hardly ever take them off. The trunk I only use with the wife. But the bags, and you know what? I love the way it looks with the bags on. Let's get our seats back on. And the rear. Oh yeah. So much better. That's gorgeous. Oh baby. Love it. Absolutely love it. You know, I actually don't mind the silver stripe there on the tank. I really don't have any inclination to change that to red now that I see it in person. That just looks really sharp. Alright, so there you go guys. If you want these for your bike, I'll put the part numbers and where I got them from in the description. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. Please do Google them because as time goes on, prices may change, but you can order these yourself from any Yamaha dealer. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.